Nebraska scientists have unraveled a mystery that could help protect groundwater, and they did it not far from where I'm standing here near Alda in Hull County. What they've done is finding a link between commercially produced fertilizer and nitrates and naturally occurring uranium.
These two blue pipes,
water
that you see right here,
to drink,
water that's coming into the system,
irrigate.
And what that water does is
for wildlife and industry.
Stainless steel pipe that's up here is actually
protecting this resource required Hastings to address high nitrate levels, but they were baffled when they tested for completely unrelated contaminants.
Communities would have nitrates, and shortly thereafter we'd see uranium show up.
Why would a naturally occurring heavy metal be linked to fertilizer use? Marty Stange started calling scientists in other states.
Don't you know that's being done at the University of Nebraska? I was so embarrassed.
Dr. Carrie Weber had been collecting samples in central Nebraska, and back in the lab, she introduced nitrates
to see if there's an additive effect. And that nitrate did add to the increase of uranium.
Researchers found nitrates changed the chemistry of the aquifer, and bacteria play a role.
They're eating the organic matter, breathing the nitrate. They produce a product that then converts that solid mineral now to something that can be moved in the water.
Naturally occurring uranium is radioactive, and the amount in water is often minimal.
You get more from the sun or banana.
But scientists found areas with high nitrates were seeing uranium levels up to 89 times the EPA threshold.
It was really a surprise. No, Hastings, you shouldn't have a problem. We knew it was in the Platte Valley, and it has to do with the geology that was there.
The good news for Hastings is the Aquifer Storage and Restoration Project uses reverse osmosis, which also removes other contaminants, including uranium.
I'd say that we had a good educated guess and we got a little bit lucky, so it's a little of both.
Now armed with this research, they hope to put a number to it.
But it's that tipping point as you go over a certain concentration of nitrate, and then you get this uranium in the groundwater.
Some of the water that we don't treat.
The implications are huge in a state where most get their drinking water from groundwater, and where farmers applied fertilizer before the nitrate issue was well understood. The Hastings ASR project has shown positive effects over 5 years, but this is an issue that's not going away.
We haven't taken care of the nitrate legacy out there. We're just to a point where we can at least keep our head above water.
Grand Island 2 was a reluctant pioneer building a uranium treatment center about a decade ago. The state says currently 3 city water supplies do exceed the maximum level of uranium. And scientists at the University of Nebraska encourage private well owners to have their water tested as well.
You know, it's important if you do have a domestic well that you do test it. You know what's in your well. Because one thing, generally speaking, here I'm focusing on nitrate and uranium. But the end result is water is not just water. Water reflects what it passes across and what it passes through. So it can have natural as well as unnatural or human-induced contaminants in it. So I think, generally speaking, a well owner should have an idea what's in their water and is it safe to drink without treatment.
The university recommends testing annually for bacteria and nitrate. Irrigation wells should be tested periodically. Knowing the amount of nitrogen present could potentially reduce the amount of fertilizer that's applied. And water is the single most important nutrient for livestock. Research has documented reduced animal performance when water is contaminated.
NTV's Grow promises to bring you all the news and trends surrounding agriculture in Nebraska.